We're recording?
Yep.
Yep.
What it is, motherfucker.
Yeah, so we're episode 5.
Episode 5 of PCI Podcast. Today we're going to have a chat about our top 5 most influential musicians. Gene's a drummer, and a very fucking good one, whether he wants to admit it or not.
I'm not much of a drummer these days.
Well, that's suppose like me. I'm not very much of a guitarist these days, but back in the day we used to do a band thing and all that, and so we thought we'd have a run through and go through our top 5 after I turn my phone on fucking silent.
Yeah, I've just done that. See what happens.
Alright.
You go first, mate. You just let them rip.
So number 5 for me would be Tony Iommi. If you don't know who Tony Iommi is, you probably don't play guitar.
I was just going to say, is it bad? I don't know that name.
He is the guitarist of Black Sabbath.
I knew they were going to be in there.
They had to be, mate. He takes out my number 5 because I mean he was very influential on me as a young bloke. And yeah, it's just, what more can I say? It's fucking Tony Iommi. He's the man.
No comment. I have no idea who he is. I don't listen to a lot of Black Sabbath, so yeah, good luck.
Who's yours, mate?
Oh, we're going spit for spat, are we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing 5 to 1. I'm just going to shout them out as they came through.
Yeah,
so, back to Slipknot, old mate Joey, but not because of the because I wanted to play that fast or anything like that. Back when we spoke about it, it was just more of didn't know that was possible on the drums.
Yeah.
Because I'd never been exposed to it. So, yeah.
I suppose there's a lot of people that do say, you know, Joey was the best drummer, but I suppose they haven't really heard or extreme stuff or anything like that. But
no, they haven't heard anyone.
it's a good starting point for a lot of young drummers.
They haven't heard anyone like Derek Roddy or anyone the power that he had into how fast he was. He's not on my list, but
so that's the thing, you know, Tony Iommi for me. You're like, I don't know who he is. I don't know who that bloke is that you just mentioned. But
yeah, he's good. I'll show you some videos later.
We'll learn something today. So next on the list for me would have to be Wayne Static from Static X. As much as Static X is very fucking simple music, you know, we pretty much may as well be in a fucking Static X cover band at one stage. We used to play that much of it, and the simplicity has always just struck me. You know, like some people trying to do the fucking and he just gives it one of them, and it sounds fucking good. It helped inspire me some of the early music I wrote, just the simplicity of it all. And
it's weird to hear you say that Static X was in there, or Wayne Static, because we were just talking earlier, and you're like, I wasn't really into it until I saw him live.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. That's the thing, but I'm thinking more about along the lines of who influenced me and my guitar playing.
Yeah.
And my, I suppose, guitar style, whatever you might want to call it. So yeah, he'll be my number 4.
Number 4.
Rest in peace, fucking Wayne Static.
Yeah. Alright, so just next in line for me, just with all the drummers, would be David from Korn.
Yeah.
Just a good all-round flow. So nothing overly complicated, nothing extremely fast. He would cramp from playing. But just his style, like Korn hasn't been the same since he left.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They started to change when Head was with him. Like their tone and everything, their style of music changed. It wasn't what it was in the 90s. And then when Head left, it didn't get much better anyway. So I don't think Head, to me, had an important impact on the band's sound. So nothing really happened because they're still not to what they were. But then when Ray took over drums on Korn, things definitely changed. And even watching them live, like he does things. To me, if I'm going to see Korn live, I want to see them play all the old tracks.
Yeah. How
they should be played, not with his little spin on it. He's not a teenage cover band. He's trying to do it professionally, and he's still not really like people are going to rip on it for saying that, but he's still not as good. The music doesn't flow as well.
Yeah.
So that's a huge influence for me. Is the way his drumming style.
Well, even on the way down here today, like I said to you earlier, I had that Korn song in my head, and it wasn't even a Korn song I knew.
No.
But I can't remember now that we've had a feed and all that.
Can't remember that.
fucked, bro. But yeah, pretty much you could tell the difference, like between the old stuff with the drumming style to the new stuff with Ray, and I prefer the old stuff.
Yeah, I prefer all the 90s stuff. Pretty much everything up until like Issues. Like Untouchables was okay, but then everything just got weird after that.
Yeah.
But that's when they were a band still, so. Your next one.
Right, number 3 for me would have to be Nurgle from Behemoth. The inspiration goes as far as, like we talked about, what was it, episode 3, when we done a top 5 roundup of albums.
Yeah.
The Satanist was in there. Nurgle wrote Satanist. That then in turn inspired me to write an entire fucking album. So he's got to be in there. Plus, he's a fucking good guitarist too. I mean, don't take anything away from, Seth. He's fucking awesome as well. But Nurgle's the main songwriter in that band, and what he wrote inspired me to write an entire album myself. So he's got to be on the list, mate.
Got to be on the list. I won't comment because I know of him. I know of their music. Can't get through it. Every time I try, it's a slow song, and I'm like, I just can't do it. But alright, that's cool. For obvious reasons, Gene Hoglan.
Just because the name's cool, man.
Just because of the name, he's got a sick name, sickest name out there. But he plays, like, if in terms of like technicalities and all that sort of stuff, he can do it all. But he's also a left-handed lead and a left foot lead on a right-handed kit setup. So instead of like I would be crossed over on the hi-hats and such, but he's open-handed and he leads with his left foot, not his right. But he's got a right-handed setup. So what he does on the drums could be very difficult to do on a traditional right-handed setup because he's got everything over here. Same as Carter Beauford.
Do you think he's another one that sort of grew up seeing that drum kits were set up that way, so just went with it?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
there's probably answers out there for it as to why he does it, but I didn't come across him till late, but well late. And the stuff that he can do, like the reason Devin Townsend put him in Strapping Young Lad, and just the different styles that he can make into a heavy metal song and all that stuff. So he's definitely on there just because of his creativity. Next
for me will be Mr. James Hetfield from Metallica. Obviously growing up I loved my Metallica shit, and fucking even when I didn't notice how much I actually still play down picking, because recently getting back into playing, and like I said, that album that I wrote, I finished that back in 2017, but with a few different family tragedies here and there, everything sort of got put on hold, and then rehashing the music again. When Paulie was checking out one of the songs, he was listening to it in his truck. Then when he came to jam with it, he goes, I can't work out what you're doing there, until he saw me doing it. And I was doing all down picking. And I didn't even myself realise that I was doing down picking, but that's just some leftover shit that I got from James Hetfield back in the day when he was my god.
Yeah.
Because, I've never played lead guitar. That's why I haven't got, the Randy Rhoads and Zach Wilds and all that on my list, because I wasn't a lead guitar player. And so while everyone's going, Kirk Hammett is fucking god, it was always Hetfield for me, with his fucking down picking rhythm.
Is down picking class? I don't know much about it. Is that like lazy guitar playing, or is it just a style, like a legitimate style?
Just a style. It's probably a lot harder to play down picking then, because you got down picking, so it's just dun dun dun, or alternative where you go down up. So rather than going down up, you just fucking constantly down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You should have little meat hooks as fingers and thumbs then, consistently working. My next one would probably be another one for our metal bands that we loved, would be Mudvayne.
Yep.
So again, Matt from Mudvayne, the drummer, he's not on the next list, but severely underrated at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I think the bass player too, very fucking underrated.
He is on the next list for me, but he's a twofer. The bass player's on this list because they're both so good at what they do.
Yep.
That when Mudvayne sort of exploded and everyone went off in their own direction, it was a bit shit to see that those dudes didn't really have a lot to do. Well, outside of America, I don't know if they're in bands and they toured. No one just really. No, they just didn't get.
We don't get the touring side.
Yeah,
Australia.
We don't see anything that people do in their downtime because in Australia we get nothing. And when people do come here, they fucking cancel. Drake debacle in 19.
Yeah.
But yeah, just those two people, I suppose I'll loop them into one just because their creativity, their energy, and their style, they make weird things happen in metal music, especially the bass player.
Yeah.
And the drummer, for me, like, he was just, his little fills and everything, he's just all over the shop. And he just, some songs he just doesn't stop hitting. Like, he's just continually going.
Yeah.
And you don't really see, like, even black metal and just traditional thrash metal, there's always pauses or there's stops or there's something, but that dude would just go. And then he would do it for a gig and then a world tour. And like my number one influence would be like Dave from Korn.
Yeah.
That dude had to stop playing because his wrists couldn't take it. He got carpal tunnel, but old mate from Mudvayne never had that.
We have to look that up because I think we touched on that previously too. I thought he had a back injury or some shit too, David.
No,
maybe that wasn't drum related though. Maybe that was someone else.
A lot of drummers do have back issues, like old mate from Five Finger Death Punch.
You're over a kit all day like this, and
if you don't exercise and keep your core strong and all that sort of stuff, you'll have issues. But with him, I think it was just all wrist. He had a carpal tunnel or something like that, and he had to take a bunch of shows off, and yeah.
Yep. All right, so rounding out number one for me, isn't even a metal dude actually, and probably someone that you wouldn't have heard of unless you're in the Perth Blues Club, saying about Mr. Darren Adair, aka Uncle Dazza. I don't just call him Uncle because I can, I call him because he's actually my uncle, Mum's brother, and essentially I figure if it wasn't for him, I probably might not have even picked up a guitar, or at least a lot later on down the path sort of picked up a guitar, but he was there always with the guitar. My first acoustic guitar I had was his, which then when I was finished with the electric guitar, later on that went to Matt, and then from Matt it went on to my cousins, but they never really picked up the guitar like me and my brother did. Then same with electric, my first electric guitar was Uncle Darren's first electric guitar that he passed on to me, and then I'm pretty sure Matt ended up with that at one stage too. So cheers Uncle Daz. I can't not put him as my number one influence because like I said, if it wasn't for him I probably wouldn't be playing guitar at all.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So,
yeah.
Did you have any sort of honourable mentions?
I got one honourable, but I didn't number them, so they're just all bunched for me. Not a metal band either, surprisingly. Dave Matthews Band's drummer, Carter Beauford. Insane. If you've ever seen him play.
I haven't seen him play, but I've listened to a bit of Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, he actually done a GoPro thing where he was like, there's a mouthpiece for the camera.
Yeah.
And he's playing so it's like a first person view. Fucking he's crazy. And he's another one like Gene Hogden from Strapping and whatever else he's doing. He's open handed.
Yeah.
So he leads on his hi-hats with his left arm or left hand, and then he's got his right cymbal up. But then also it's just the fills that he does, and he's very quick as well.
Yeah.
You watch if you watch any of his live videos like drum cam stuff, you wonder how some of the stuff. So
I used to wonder that about you.
No.
Some of the shit you used to play, and that's like I
wasn't
said
that
before.
fancy?
It was though, because you had the groove, like you were just David from Korn, just sitting back, you had the groove, like you're just playing something simple, but you're playing some like fucking Joe Jordanson style fucking fake movements and fucking giving it all this. And I used to like, hit the fucking China, hit the China. You're sitting there at the kit and you would just hit it to make me fuck off back to the microphone. But you'd still be sitting there like chilling out like this, like there was no effort involved at all.
I feel like I didn't even, I don't know, back when we were in a band, mentally I think a lot of people they're really mature at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19, or they're not there.
Yeah.
Like knowing what I know now about the human body being in like PT and all that sort of stuff, I get why, but I was nowhere near mature as what I was even 4 years ago, and 4 years ago now, not even what I am now.
Yeah.
I think if I had been the mindset that I am now about things and drumming back then, I probably could have done a heck of a lot better. Loads better.
Never too late to buy a drum kit and
It's
stuff, mate.
It's never too late to buy a drum kit.
Fuck, why not? I've had pretty much 2-3 years off guitar. I'm starting to get back into it.
Yeah.
Never too late to start drumming.
I'm always tapping, and the missus is always cracking at me. Stop tapping. Why are you tapping? Or why are you fucking shaking your feet? I'm not shaking my feet. I'm tapping. Or whatever the excuse.
I'm shaking my feet. I'm playing that fucking song in my head.
Yeah. I don't think she listens to these podcasts, but a drum kit.
Okay.
If you are listening, don't listen right now.
Listening or watching on our YouTube channel.
Don't listen for like another month. But There's a few things to get out of the way, so the drum kit's next on the line. I think it's gonna be good. But it'll be electric because I don't want to piss the neighbours off and fuck people off here. I'm not gonna go through that shit again.
Am I gonna edit shit now or?
No, don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, listen.
So my
She couldn't listen to your voice all weekend down here. She's not gonna go and listen to you talk. She's not gonna sit there and listen to you talk shit.
Well, she's gonna have to listen to me till about 3 o'clock in the morning when I finish drinking like usual. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She's not going to be on the way to work. So I'm going to listen to John on a podcast.
No.
I've just had him in my ear all weekend.
We do love you though, Kate. Sorry, but we fucking do. Yeah, like I said, rhythm player. So, you know, most metal guitarists, I suppose, when they do their fucking top whatever, Dimebag's always mentioned. Definitely a close contender for me because his rhythm style did influence me quite a bit, but as a lead guitarist, never did. You know, it's not my thing as a lead, but I can understand why he's on everyone's list because he was a fucking awesome player.
Yeah.
Also, someone who's not really, well, he is a guitarist, but more from the singing side of things. Corey Taylor missed out. But, yeah, you know, he was the one I was sort of, what do you call it, moulding myself on when I was learning to sing and scream. Same with Chad from Mudvayne. But, yeah, so he didn't make the list.
They've both got really unique voices as well. Like, you can listen to some metal bands and it might sound like, in terms of singing, it might just sound like another metal band. But those two bands, you can tell them apart.
Oh yeah, definitely. Who else I missed out? John Five. And he missed the list because I loved the shit he was doing with Manson when he was with Marilyn Manson, but I'm not a fan of what he's doing with Rob Zombie at the moment. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy can fucking outplay probably everyone on my list, like, because he's got that many different styles and shit that he's into, and he's an awesome guitarist, but it's not a flow through for me, you know. He's just the Manson shit, fuck yes, fought it all away. The Rob Zombie stuff, like we talked about, I liked all the early shit. The newer stuff with him, I don't think much of. There's a few good songs here and there, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I expected he'd bring to Zombie after being in Manson.
Fair enough.
And that is that.
I concur. I like Rob Zombie's early stuff, and Sinister Urge, like his radio play album, I think that's still pretty good. I cranked it the other day and the missus liked it. But his newer stuff, there's a couple of songs off each album that aren't too bad, but I can't hit play and just go cover to cover.
The only one I did was through that Google Play Music, same with that Korn, because I just fucking put it on shuffle.
Yeah.
And it rotates through enough to when I'm going, what the fuck is this song? Then the song I know comes on and it's tolerable.
Yeah.
But to put it on from fucking cover to cover, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, Rob Zombie's been a bit... No, it is what it is.
Hit and miss.
He's just doing what he does. For a time now, I think he's just like focused too much on movies.
Yeah.
Like, I know he wanted a movie career, and his movies, like his House of a Thousand Corpses series, I think are fucking awesome. Devil's Rejects and Three from Hell, they're all brilliant movies.
House of a Thousand Corpses is still the best
ever. It is. Like his new one, Three from Hell, his missus just, there was something off about her being in that movie, and it wasn't even like just that they're married or whatever. It's just her performance was pretty shit.
Maybe she had a bad bit of broccoli or something before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. She's probably full of cattle or something. I don't know.
Well, have you seen 31?
No. That was that one. Me and old mate were going to go see our shipmate who left us at Machine Head.
No.
We were going to go see that because it was playing at one random cinema here in Perth.
Is that like when we went and seen Lords of Chaos?
Similar, yeah. Not that cinema. It was some fucking random
Same
thing.
Sort of like one night only.
One night, yeah, exactly. But it was on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was the year Kate and I actually went to a Halloween thing, and we all fucking got dressed up and made.
Oh yeah.
You see with the eyes zipper and
that
the faces on it, yeah.
Well, I won't say anything about that movie then if you haven't seen it yet. But let's just say.
No, I haven't heard good things, to be honest.
The performance by her.
Yeah.
You kind of come across as, you know, she's my wife, I have to give her a part.
Yeah, that's what I feel about the Halloween movies he did. He put her in there because she was like, I'll divorce you and I'll take the script from you and then I'll make it with the money that I take from you. That's how I felt. Like, it doesn't feel like she belongs. Like, she might be a good actress in some things, but I just don't think horror's her thing. She might be a serious actress, who knows?
Well,
try and do something else.
I did like her in House of 1,000 Corpses, and like I said, that is, out of the franchise, like if we're talking just them 3 movies, that was my favourite.
Fish Bear.
But the thing that fucking pisses me off is there's people out there, people that I know, not going to name names, but I probably drunkenly had this conversation with them before. But people that like, when it first came out, I was like, that is fucking one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's awesome. And they're all going, that's fucking shit. That's such a shit movie. How could you like that? That movie was crap. And then years later, when everyone else is getting on board and saying, oh, it's now a cult classic, and then fucking Sid fucking dies. You know, Sid Haig, is it?
Sid Haig, yeah, last year.
Fucking Captain Spaulding. He dies, and then the same sort of people are then going, oh, I love that movie. It's such a classic movie, you know, one of the best movies he's released. Oh, rest in peace, Sid, we're going to miss you, you know, fucking da da. It's like, no, you're not, dickhead.
Nah.
Same sort of people that when fucking Lemmy died, they were going, oh, Motorhead was such an inspiration for me, rest in peace, Lemmy. It's like, come on, cunt. Name fucking more than fucking 3 songs and make sure none of them songs are Ace of Spades. I bet you can't fucking do it.
Yeah, see...
I'm not saying for you, I'm just...
No, I was just going to say, like, I personally couldn't name anything other than Ace of Spades. Yeah. Whenever you go to a pub here, everyone plays Ace of Spades. If anyone's going to cover Motorhead, it's Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades was on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's just that bandwagon shit, like, you know, like I said, with the House of 1,000 Corpses, fucking everything else. But anyway.
What you said about that House of 1,000 Corpses when it came out, I think I was 16 or 17. I wasn't even old enough to go see it because it was R.
Yeah.
So the old girl had to come and she just waited outside for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fucking brilliant movie. Again, not a lot of people thought it was great, but there's the same thing with Slipknot. I used to cop so much shit over in Victoria in high school in year 7 when Slipknot first came out because they were wearing masks and coveralls and no one really knew who they were and everyone thought they were just some gimmicky shit band. And
I remember when everyone used to say, they're a gimmick, they're not going to last more than 1 album.
No, I copped so much flack because I wasn't into Nirvana and a heavy Rage Against the Machine fan and all that sort of rubbish in the school that I was in. I just used to cop shit all the time. And then Iowa came out and a few more people paid attention. And then when I moved to Perth and met everyone else over here and yourself and all that sort of stuff, Iron True came out and that I think that sold a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because now if I actually try not to talk to people who I went to school with.
Yeah.
Because I just can't tolerate half of them, especially back in the Eastern States. And when I did talk to people, I'm like, oh yeah, what sort of music into these days? Oh, Slipknot and man. So I'm like, well, you didn't like them back when they were out. Why have you jumped on a bandwagon? Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things like, I think virtue signaling is a big thing. Social media influences a lot of things. If the masses say one thing, then the rest of everyone jumps on it.
So, did I say about years ago when Death Magnetic came out? I went into JB Hi-Fi there to go get it. And I walked in because I thought, it's next release, it's meant to be fucking good. Looking forward to it after Saint Anger and all that. Which, like I said before, if Saint Anger wasn't a Metallica album, it would have been a fucking good album. But because you expect a certain thing from them. So Death Magnetic came out, and I was hell keen to fucking go check it out. Going down the little metal aisle there at JB Hi-Fi, and there's this young girl there. She might have been, I don't know, she looked about 16, 17. Old emo haircut sort of over her face with a little lip piercing on the side and fucking, I think she was wearing like an Avenged Sevenfold fucking
I was going to say Green Day
shirt
like or something like that.
And I picked it up and she looked over at me and she goes, I wouldn't even bother buying that. I was like, why is it shit house, is it? She goes, they've released nothing good since Injustice for All. I was just like, bitch, you weren't even fucking born when Injustice for All came out. Yeah. Like, but it's that sort of mentality, like, don't jump on the bandwagon. No. Someone else has said that, I don't know, maybe she was influenced by her dad or something and her dad was a big Metallica fan and said that, but it's like, you're not even old enough to fucking really make decisions for yourself. And the way she fucking was looking and smelling, I don't think she even knew how to fucking shower. And she's telling me not to buy a Metallica album because it's shit house. It's like,
there's only
bandwagon shit.
I've worked at JB's and out of all the stores I've been to, you see all the same people working at them, and there's only one good bloke at JB Hi-Fi. I'm not going to say names or anything. But I gave him a job years ago when no one else would, and he's still a good bloke now, but all the other staff, they are that type of person. Someone would walk into the store, and if it's software like movies or CDs or something, let's say someone else had walked in and she said, oh, the new Metallica album's out. Like, she's trying to sell it because they need to. And some old bloke might have turned around and said, oh, they haven't fucking done anything good since whatever. And she's memorised that, like, without thinking about it, and as soon as someone else walks in, she just regurgitates the same shit. You should have said, name 3 songs off that album. If that's such a great album, you tell me what the 3 songs are.
You see them now, like, running around with their Metallica shirts and all that shit.
Yeah.
They probably don't know anything else but Ed Sandman.
I thought it was funny when Kanye West wore a Cradle of Filth shirt. Did you hear about that? No. Just throw that in there. Fuck, it was funny. He was rocking a Cradle of Filth shirt.
I saw the whole thing with the Kardashians wearing Slayer, and then Gary Holt came out with a Kill the Kardashian shirt and all that shit.
Yeah, but is that like one of those things, like over here, you go to Kmart and you can buy AC/DC shirts?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So,
because I mean,
excuse me, is that just like a licensing thing where
I don't know. I think
Walmart might have brought or paid licensing rights to be able to print shirts from these bands, and they've done that,
possibly,
and now everyone's just wearing them because it's at a mass shop.
No, I noticed that a lot. Because usually, I mean, for my shirts, I don't go shop for my shirts at Target or whatever, because I get metal band shirts.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm either buying them online off the website for that band, or at gigs, or Heavy Metal Merchant is a good one. He's actually here in Perth. He stocks a lot of fucking, you know, band shirts and all that.
Like US stuff or just Aussies?
No, like
everything?
I was gonna say this from there. This Cradle one. This was from the gig.
Yeah.
I think my previous Cradle one that went missing after I wore it to
from there.
the kids' private Catholic school. I'm pretty sure I got that from there.
Just in case someone does listen to this podcast, the shirt that he's wearing is the Cradle of Filth. Jesus is a cunt with a nun.
The old nun with her tits out, fingering herself on the front.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of nipple piercings in there.
We went to the gig. We went to the gig with our good mate. Shout out to Guy F5 for the feed. Went to the gig with him and was like, fuck, they got that shirt. So I went up there and got it because I couldn't find it anywhere. And then Guy got it, and then John got it. I think we bought the last of the stock, and we're all wearing it.
And everyone, there's still like a line up behind us waiting for shirts.
There was a huge line that night. And we all, after the gig, we all went to McDonald's in the city on William Street, I think it was. And we're sitting in there, we ordered, and there's all these, I won't say who because people get racist.
You're not allowed to say anything.
You're not allowed to say anything these days, but there were a group of people outside absolutely giving it to us about everyone's the Lord and Saviour Jesus. I'm thinking they don't care themselves. They just jumped on another bandwagon.
But they're so upset about us wearing a shirt about one of the biggest lies in history.
But then we also had a bunch of old people walk past and laugh at it as well.
Yeah, and ask us where we got it too.
They thought
bloke was like, "Where did you guys get that shirt? I need to get myself one."
Yeah, that was the funniest part. It was the young people we can't talk about saying shit, but then it was just all these old people who enjoyed it and had a laugh about it with us rather than just get offended. So yeah, it's a good shirt. I'm not allowed to wear it outside the house. Mrs. won't be seen with me.
Well, like I said, my original one went missing when we first moved back to town. The area I live in out in the ghetto there, didn't really want to have my kids go to school in that particular area, because then I just felt like it would be a repeat of me growing up in Balga with some of the bullshit I had to deal with. So, yeah.
Where's Balga?
Out near Maribooka.
Where the fuck's that?
You're Wayne, Coondawood.
You've lost me. I think someone from work the other day said, "Oh, Balga, I'm from there." I'm like, "Yeah, you're fucking bogus."
But so when we moved back to town, decided that the kids would go to St. Joey's, which I wasn't too happy about, because me and God don't get along. He's definitely not my God or saviour, but it's where we decided to take them for their education. And one day I was taking the kids to school and just got up, made their breakfast, made their lunch, chucked a shirt on, went and dropped them off down at school there, and was getting a few funny looks from the parents and teachers, which was just fucking normal, this big hairy dude dropping his kids off. And I get home and Brooke goes, "You didn't fucking wear that to school, did you?" I'm like, "What?" I've looked down, I'm wearing the shirt. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Did you seriously wear that to the kids' school where they worship Jesus?" I was like, "Fucking looks like I did, eh?" And then my shirt mysteriously got lost in the wash after that. So I couldn't not buy one at the gig.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's about time for us to wrap it up.
Probably.
So cheers for anyone that happened to listen to us talk shit for this long, or watched us talk shit for this long on the old YouTube. We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See you later.